Okay, I'm at Slim Lake, entry point number 6. Looking at the map down here, I got a little portage to start. Not sure how many rods. I don't think it's too bad. Up to slimming around, I'll show you on my map. Parking lot is one car from North Dakota, then another Minnesota car, but I talked to that guy and he's just on a day trip going in, so him and a buddy, we're going to be canoeing around for the day and then back out. I'm not sure what the North Dakota car is doing, so I should not have any trouble finding a site. If the parking lot stays like this, I might be the only one. If the North Dakota people are coming out, I'm the only one in the whole area. So I got my canoe, I got my gear, just getting stuff kind of set up, and I'll start making the portage to the entry. So right now it is 10:34, and within the next 5 minutes I'll be heading down the trail to Slim, and then I'll be on the water. So perfect day. It's actually a little warm right now. It was cool this morning. I left at about 3:30 this morning, and I got to Ely at about 9:30. So about a 6-hour drive, and I really did not stop. So pretty excited. Should be a great couple, 3 great days and a couple of probably interesting nights. So here I am at the entry, and yeah, Thursday I'll be back at this point and headed back to North Dakota. 11:30 right now. I don't know. I may be halfway to the next portage. Should be some couple campsites coming up. Haven't seen any people other than the guy in the parking lot, so he's probably way ahead, but I know he's not staying tonight. So I am just shooting for Hook. There was one other car there at Hook, which I'm hoping they're not. Then I'll go on to Canoe. That'd be the farthest end you could get on these lakes. So, but not in any rush, especially when it's quiet in the parking lot. And the permits for today, there's 2 every day. I'm one of them. The other guy is the guy I talked to, him and his buddy in the parking lot, that were on a day trip. So I think our permits, it's going to be pretty quiet in these lakes for this time that I'm here. I know after today, for the next quite a few days, every permit's taken. So I guess I'd love to see a campsite full here on Slim. There is a campsite behind me that I did not check out. Maybe the people are there. Northwind Solo from Paragus. Pretty slick getting it put on the pickup. And yeah, should be, weather's awesome. Should be a fun trip. It's my 5th trip. One in 85, one in 87. Those were big groups. I was in high school. And then Nicole and I in 2018 and 2019 traveled a lot of miles. This one I'm not traveling too many miles by myself. We'll see. It's going to be fun. It's really awesome with when Nicole and I have come. I'm going to guess it's going to be fun, but not as fun as when Nicole is with me. We've had a pretty good time. So, yeah. I'll tell you, you travel with 2 in the canoe, you sure move nice and fast. I'm still figuring out this paddling where I gotta switch sides all the time. I got a bent shaft. Never had a bent shaft before. I got a spare paddle. I didn't go with the kayak paddle. I passed on that. It seems like a hassle to carry the thing. I'm not using it, but I suppose right now that would have been slick to use. Little breeze. When the Solo, I've got a footrest here, foot bar that helps to lay on my pack. Yeah. Okay, I am at the portage from Slim to Rice. Trail is there. This is just a rock field right here. So going up the trail there looks quite rocky. I'm assuming that's the trail. Map, according to the map, it looks kind of like this. So, and 2 sites. The first site I come across, the people were on it, And then the second site I came across were the guys that were here on a day trip. They were sitting there at that site. So I think as I move forward, I am going to find nobody. Everybody right now is just on slim. It doesn't look like they're going any farther than this. So I am going to go on to rice. It's a 50 rod portage, something like that, through here. And then from rice across, and then it's just kind of a round lake. And then from rice, I think it's 130 rod into hook. And then that's where I plan to set up camp. So I'm going to get portaging. It is 11:54. So yeah, it's noon. And hopefully my spot tracker is sending out where I can be tracked and people are seeing where I'm going. And so I'm not sure how long it'll take me to get stuff across. My canoe is light, but my packs are heavy. The big green one is about 40 pounds, just a hair over. And the yellow one is a 20 pounder, and I try to carry that with the canoe at the same time. I might carry them separate through this rock field though. So, all right, beautiful day. Okay, this is Rice Lake. Nice breeze coming through here. This is a real pretty landing right here. Super cool. I think those are cedars. Just a 52 rods, a little rocky somewhere. I'll have to look at the map to see where the portage would be. Not a bad looking landing here. A little rocky underneath. Pretty good storm blew some trees down there at one point. Yeah. All right, Rice Lake. I got my big pack to get back across, so I'm headed to get that. But cool spot here on the end of Rice Slim Portage. This is Rice Lake. Straight across is the portage. It's almost like there's somebody over there. Coming from, let's see, Slim to Rice. So I've crossed Rice. I've carried the canoe across and my food pack. I got the big pack and the trail here. It's 130 rods, longest portage of the trip. So yeah, so that, I believe, a campsite. There's a campsite across here. That is empty. I don't think there's anybody there. And this portage, a little tricky. 130 rods. I was ready to put the canoe in the pack down. So I'll get across this and then I'm on Hook Lake, and I think that should be quiet and empty, so I'm going to stay there for the night, or for 2 nights. And right now it is 12:56, so I'm not going to eat lunch until I'm at my site. That'll be the first thing I do before I start setting up. There's the site. There's where I just came from. And nobody's here. So this is the site I was looking for. So, it's kind of weedy. I'm going to have to go out and get some water, because it's really not good in here. So, alright, I'm going to start unloading. Okay, I just got to this site. It's a super pretty spot. A couple things that I don't like. People that were here before, that was left, which that's easy to clean up, and I'll take that out with me. The part that I really don't like is I got up here by the fire pit. One, somebody had that log on fire. That I don't like that, but you know that. And the fire pit is just a mess. I don't know why, but they left all this fish right here. So, of course, there's a lot of flies around, but the fly nuisance, that isn't as big a deal as the bears that would love to eat that. So I'm going to have to get rid of that, and the water level is low and there's a lot of resin in there, so I'm going to have to paddle out with my bottles and get some water out there. Yeah. Super pretty spot. Camp is set up pretty good. Been out in the water a couple times to get water. This is my view. Kind of a big slab rock. You can see Canoe. I got the bug tent up. Inside I got a hammock that I can kind of lounge in with my chair over this way. You can see some orange rope. I'm going to hang my food over there. Canoe I'll pull up over there. Fire pit is there. I'm not doing anything there tonight. Tomorrow I'll probably start cleaning that up. You can see there that's where I was filtering water. Done. Should have plenty of water for tonight and tomorrow morning. My tent is right here. Pretty nice spot for a tent. So, haven't done anything inside yet, but you can see through there is kind of my camp where I'm eating and everything, and I'll sleep up here. Huge rock up there. The train trail is this way. It's not too terribly far. Pretty nice trail. It's really not a bad campsite. The only issues is I've found lots of stuff from people from before. The bottle, the fish that were laying there. I found batter thrown, pancake batter or something thrown in a pile. There's the latrine. So, and then I found where they've kind of burnt, had a fire up on the rocks, they've burnt a stump, there's burnt other big huge logs. So those issues I don't really care for. Would have been nice to make it seem like nobody had been here for quite a while. And that's been the problem the last year, is all kinds of people coming in, and but they're camping like it's a state park or a campground or something, and they leave garbage and they do stuff you're not supposed to. So, and that they kind of messed up that fire area. So tomorrow I might mess with that, kind of clean it up a little bit. And right now it's about 5 o'clock. I ate really late, so I'll probably eat supper closer to 7 than 6. Right now I got to get my stuff in my tent taken care of. I might just check out the hammock. All I've done is set it up. I've never checked it out. It's just a cheap hammock. So I'm going to kind of lounge around in that. So, pretty nice spot. The view, the weather has been great. It's super quiet. I don't know, we'll see how today, tomorrow go. I'm sure I'll be excited to get out of here and see Nicole on Thursday. It'll be a cool experience, but it's more fun having Nicole along. Sitting in the hammock, just relaxing, and got my map here, and let's see here, I'll try to kind of show you. Yeah, this area here, I parked right in here. Portage doesn't tell you how long that portage is. It's pretty nice portage, wasn't terribly long. I don't know, 70 rods maybe, I don't know. Just traveled up, campsite there were people on, guessing the North Dakota people. Campsite there. The guy and his buddy that I talked to in the parking lot, they were sitting there, maybe having lunch, just kind of chilling. 52 rod portage that I traveled across. Then Then you got Rice Lake, traveled across that. Then the longest portage I had was 130 rods, it's showing. And then I got onto Hook Lake. That's the site that I'm on. It's the only site on the lake. Tomorrow I'll probably just canoe down here without all my gear and just maybe check this site out on Canoe just for fun, something to do. Probably then come back and explore around the lake. Yeah, and we'll see. The site here is a pretty nice site. As I'm sitting here and kind of going over stuff, and I don't know, I've kind of thrown it around that maybe tomorrow I'll get out to Rice, or maybe all the way out to Slim. The problem is there's 2 permits. I don't want to leave here and then can't find a site. So just, I don't know. My plan was always to stay here the entire time, 2 nights, and then canoe back out. But I don't know. We'll see how tomorrow. If tomorrow goes, if I'm bored and just feel like packing up and moving to a different spot and having to reset up, I don't know. We'll see. The landing here isn't very good. The water's kind of, it's got a lot of pollen and stuff laying in it, and tannin and stuff like that. So I got to go out on the canoe way out and get water and things like that. So it's kind of a hassle. I don't know. It'd probably be pretty cold to try to swim. I haven't done that, but I don't think I'd want to. But it's just kind of a tough in and out landing. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. The weather right now is, perfect. I haven't listened to the weather radio or anything like that to see what tonight is supposed to do. But according to what I'd been watching all week, there is not a chance of rain tonight or anything. So look for a calm night, and I'm not going to have a fire. It's just kind of a hassle. You got to make sure it's out, and conditions are somewhat dry, so I don't I chill out in the bug tent here and in the hammock instead of by the fire. And yeah, probably 7 o'clock I'll have something to eat, and yeah, and so just hanging out. Got a few things to do, get packs kind of put away and things like that. I still haven't got my tent organized as far as sleeping stuff for my air mattress. I need to do that so that the sleeping bag gets out. But just been kind of lazy the last hour or so, just kind of bumming around. So I will, yeah, we'll make supper, and hopefully I'll kind of get tired and fall asleep good, because it was a early morning at 3 o'clock. So couldn't ask for a better day though. It's 6:45. It's June 2nd. Seems like it's pretty nice out. I was only out of the tent at 4. The sun was, the light was just starting to come up. So now I make some breakfast and stuff like that. Last night, it was super quiet. I eventually kind of fell asleep. Didn't sleep the greatest. I woke up a bunch, but not so much because of sound or anything like that. It's just kind of uncomfortable laying on the ground. I get kind of stiff. So, yeah, pretty good night. Yeah, I was only out of the tent at around 4 o'clock, and you're already starting to see a little daylight in the east. So it's, about 10 to 7. I'm gonna get up, make breakfast, send Nicole a morning I'm okay text, and it's before 7. I got my spot, so just sending Nicole that first message for the morning. Hopefully all of that's been working the way it's supposed to. According to the lights, everything's worked just the way it's supposed to. So when I send one, then I just lay it on the rock here and let the satellites pick it up. And so watch, make sure the lights have gone green, and so hopefully she gets one here this morning. It's 6:55, and she'll get that and know that everything's good this morning. All right, there's the morning. The lake is just like glass. Camp looks just how it's supposed to. Look at the sun coming in. Yeah. So nice. It's a nice morning. Okay, I'm in the bug out, making some breakfast. Kettles that I use here, cheap. Got my double kettles, my fork, a lighter, little cup, measuring cup. It's as simple as that gets, which is good because I really weigh it out on. I got a Primus stove, which works pretty good. Should be plenty of fuel. This one is actually, not even plumb full, but I should have plenty because I didn't even use anything yesterday as far as fuel goes. So typically it's only for oatmeal, Mountain House meals, and maybe a hot chocolate or something if it was super cold. But yeah, so just getting that. So that's my cook. That's my cook stove there. My food I put in this Ducks Unlimited dry pack, and then inside I have a garbage bag and then that's twisted up, so it's, but you can see I label each day. Now this was day 1, and you can see I did not eat hardly anything of day 1. I just had some flatbread and it's kind of a sandwich last night for supper. I just wasn't hungry, wasn't going to waste the mountain house on, and then I'd try to have to eat it because it's the easiest way to clean up is to eat it, and then you don't have anything to really wash, and you don't have any of that remaining food like the people that left the fish on the grate there, or on the rock I should say. My shaving kit here, I got that in there of course because of toothpaste and things like that. That hangs, you don't want that in your tent. Yeah, here's day 2. And then I got, of course, day 3 is in the bag, and that's way smaller. I don't have any meals. And then I also have an extra, just like this, with just a couple snacks in there. And again, I overpack food every time. When Nicole and I have come, we always are packing extra food back out. But that must be a worry of mine or something, that I'm afraid that once I get out here I'm going to be hungry and I won't have anything to eat. And so yeah, I got a bottle of water. I'll show you my system later on filtering water, but I got this water, this one is good and ready to drink, and then I got some tea mixed up here that I like. But the water looks a little clear here right around shore this morning. Actually it did last night too, but yesterday just enough breeze, kind of all the pollen, my canoe had it all on the side in the water, so it was tough getting water. I'd had to go out past those rocks out there and get water. So once I eat breakfast I'm going to get my water storage back up, because it's not a pain filtering it. I got Sawyer squeeze that I got hooked up and kind of made my own gravity system on that, and that works pretty slick. The problem is just getting the water bottle at a time down from out on the lake. So so that's what I'll get going after. So the other thing, the first thing I'm going to do here too is brush my teeth. Shower would be really good too, but don't think I'm getting in the water. It's a little cool. I have a thermometer along. It's packed somewhere. I'm not sure which little bag I have it in, so and I forgot to even set that out. I'm guessing last night got down. It was a little cool. I was warm in my sleeping bag, but you could tell it in the tent it was just a little cool. I'm gonna guess it got down to 50 or just a little under 50, maybe 40, 48 maybe, or something like that. It's warming up now, but you gotta have a little jacket on and stuff like that. So it did get a little cool. So okay, here's my water system that I got. It's a Sawyer squeeze. Took just a smart water bottle and taped Gorilla tape just to hang it. Bought the little adapter, so I got some, I guess, Life Water or Smart Water. Either one of those bottles works. I have been going with my dirty bottle and filling one at a time. I'm trying to get all my bottles just filled. This time when I went out, I brought my bucket, collapsible bucket along, and filled that with water, so I'll dunk. Hopefully I can get a bottle full from that, and I'll fill another bottle. So my Nalgene bottle, that's where I make my flavored drinks. Everything else just stays water. This little pop bottle, so far that's just had clean water in it. I brought water from home and had in the canoe, and then I was going to use that. I could put the Sawyer squeeze on it and just use that in the canoe if I needed, and turn that into dirty water. But so far it's just had clean water in it, so I just refilled that. That just hangs in the canoe, so I don't have to dig through packs and anything, and so that's worked out pretty good. So that's the water system that that I'm doing. Well, it's about 12:20. Again, we're on second day, day 2, June 2nd. And just going through, I just made up, I always have a couple of these. Basically 2 of those packs makes one of these. So my favorite's iced tea, so or peach tea, so I've made that. The other thing that I'm doing for dinners is I got one of these as far as peanut butter, and so, or lunch I should say. And then I got these kind of folded flat bread. They look like this. And then I make little peanut butter on those. It's 6:45. I just had, I'm just about to eat. I'm having a Mountain House. I got it all made. It's beef stroganoff. Got it all made. I'm just stirring it up here, and it's been sitting now for quite a few minutes. Looks good.
And now your local forecast. Rest of today, mostly sunny with a 20% chance of showers. Highs in the upper 70s. Southwest wind around 10 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly cloudy. A 20% chance of rain, showers, and thunderstorms in the evening. Lows in the mid-50s. Southwest wind around 5 miles per hour. Thursday, partly sunny. A slight chance of rain showers in the morning, and a chance of rain showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs in the lower to mid-80s. West wind around 10 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 30%. Thursday night, partly cloudy.
Okay, it's 8:45. About half hour ago, 45 minutes ago, a little rain shower moved through. All of a sudden I was sitting here just reading, and you could all of a sudden, I mean, it was nice and clear out where I'm facing and calm, and all of a sudden you could hear wind in the top of the trees, and the front kind of moved through, and we got a little shower. Morning, day 3. It's June 3rd. It's 6:26 in the morning. I got up about 5. Everything is packed up, the tent, all the sleeping stuff. That takes time. My food bag is done and all the ropes are put away. So now I'm going to make some oatmeal, and then I got the packs to put away, and of course the screen tent, the bug tent here, is going to be the last thing that I pack away before Canoe's already down by the water, ready to go. So hopefully by 7 o'clock I'm moving. Pack up took a little longer than maybe it normally would, because last night or yesterday, before kind of that 8 o'clock period, we got that shower that went through. So now there's no wind, it's humid, everything's damp and wet. So packing up the tent, of course, and gonna pack up the bug tent, those are a little tougher to pack away because you got to try to shake a bunch of water off and everything. So I'm going to have some oatmeal, have my last breakfast, and then I'm gonna hopefully get on the water. So I'm not gonna video today. Once I get things packed up, I'm just going to be moving to get out. So I'm not going to video any portages. I'm not going to video any lakes. Every lake I'll be going across and every portage I'll be crossing, I did coming in on the 1st. So I'm just backtracking the same path. So I'm hoping I get going here in the next half hour. So it's been a great trip, and yeah, the weather has turned out excellent. The little shower was a nice shower. It just makes packing up a little bit tougher. So great 2021 trip.